Flirting is not one single behavior. Some women flirt by looking directly at you. Others do the exact opposite and suddenly become shy. Some start conversations, some tease you, and some simply find excuses to be physically closer. So, here are 9 common types of female flirting, explained as simply as possible. And remember, one behavior alone proves nothing. The real signal is usually a pattern. 1. Eye contact. Eye contact is probably the fastest way to flirt without saying a single word. Normal eye contact helps people communicate. Flirty eye contact feels slightly more intentional. She may hold your gaze for 1 extra second, look away when you notice, and then look back again. It is basically a visual boomerang. Another version is when she keeps checking whether you are looking at her. She is not necessarily staring at you for 10 seconds like a movie villain. She may simply glance at you repeatedly from across the room. The important part is repetition. One random look means almost nothing. But if she looks at you, looks away, smiles, and then checks again, she may be trying to create a moment without taking the risk of starting a conversation. Eye contact is a low-risk type of flirting because she can always pretend it never happened. You saw nothing. 2. Hair flip. Hair touching is one of the most famous flirting signals, but it is also one of the most misunderstood. Women touch their hair for many reasons. It may be uncomfortable, out of place, or simply something they do when nervous. But during flirting, hair touching can become a form of self-grooming. She may fix her hair when you arrive, move it away from her face while talking to you, tuck it behind her ear, or slowly play with a strand during the conversation. The movement can expose more of her face or neck and draw attention toward her appearance. Sometimes it is deliberate. Sometimes it happens because attraction makes people more aware of how they look. The signal becomes stronger when the behavior suddenly appears around one specific person. If she touches her hair all day, it is probably just a habit. If she starts fixing it the moment you walk into the room, that is more interesting. 3. Playful teasing. Playful teasing is flirting disguised as a joke. Instead of directly saying she likes you, she creates small opportunities for emotional tension. She might joke about your clothes, give you a funny nickname, challenge something you said, or pretend to be unimpressed by you. The goal is usually not to insult you. It is to create a private back and forth that feels different from a normal conversation. Teasing is also a low-risk compatibility test. She makes a playful comment and watches what you do. If you become offended, the energy dies. If you respond confidently and tease her back, the interaction becomes more exciting. The difference between flirting and genuine disrespect is the emotional tone. Flirty teasing normally comes with smiles, laughter, continued attention, and an invitation to keep playing. Real criticism leaves you feeling smaller. Playful teasing leaves both people waiting for the next round. 4. Texting first. Texting first is one of the clearest forms of effort-based flirting. She is not simply responding to something you started. She is creating a reason for the interaction to happen. The message may look completely ordinary. She might send you a meme, ask a question she could easily answer herself, mention something that reminded her of you, or continue a conversation that technically ended yesterday. The subject is not always important. The initiation is. When someone likes talking to you, they often invent small conversational doors and hope you walk through them. Texting first becomes more meaningful when it happens repeatedly and when her messages create room for you to respond. There is a major difference between, "Okay, thanks," and "I just saw this and immediately thought of you." One closes the conversation. The other quietly restarts it. It does not automatically mean she wants a relationship, but it usually means your attention has value to her. 5. Leaning in. Leaning in is proximity flirting. When people are uncomfortable, they normally create distance. They turn away, move backward, or place objects between themselves and the other person. When attraction is present, the opposite can happen. She may move closer while you are speaking, lean across the table, turn her entire body toward you, or stay close even when there is enough space to move away. Sometimes she will claim she cannot hear you, even though the room is quieter than a library. The important signal is whether she maintains the closeness. Anyone may lean in briefly to hear something. Flirting becomes more likely when she enters your personal space and appears completely comfortable staying there. Her body may also point toward you while her feet, shoulders, and face remain aligned with yours. It is a silent way of saying, for the moment, you have my full attention. 6. Subtle touch. Subtle touch takes flirting from visual communication into physical communication. It may be a quick touch on your arm when she laughs, her hand briefly resting on your shoulder, or her fingers brushing against yours when she gives you something. The touch is often light enough to look accidental but noticeable enough that you remember it. Physical contact matters because most people do not casually touch everyone in exactly the same way. A flirty touch can test comfort and create a tiny moment of intimacy without making a dramatic move. Context is extremely important. Some women are naturally affectionate and touch almost everyone while speaking. Others avoid physical contact completely. So the question is not simply, did she touch me? The better question is, does she touch me differently? If she repeatedly creates small reasons for contact, stays close afterward, and combines it with smiling or eye contact, the signal becomes much stronger. 7. Shy smile. Not every woman becomes more confident when she is attracted to someone. Some become noticeably more nervous. A shy smile often appears when she wants to show warmth, but also feels slightly exposed. She may smile and immediately look down, cover part of her face, press her lips together to hide the smile, or suddenly become quieter after you compliment her. It is an approach and retreat pattern. Part of her wants to connect. Another part does not want you to know how much the interaction affects her. This can create confusing behavior. She may seem relaxed with everyone else, but slightly awkward around you. She might lose her train of thought, laugh nervously, or avoid eye contact right after an emotionally charged moment. The smile is important because it shows positive emotion beneath the nervousness. Discomfort without warmth usually means she wants the interaction to end. Nervousness mixed with smiling often means she wants it to continue, but does not completely know what to do. 8. Inside jokes. Inside jokes are social flirting. They create a tiny private world that belongs to only two people. It may begin with something funny that happened during a conversation. Later, she brings it up again, gives it a nickname, or references it when nobody else understands what she means. The joke itself may not even be funny. That is not the point. The real purpose is shared history. Every time she repeats the joke, she reminds both of you that your connection contains something unique. Inside jokes also provide easy reasons to restart conversations. She can send you a picture, phrase, or meme connected to the original moment without needing a new topic. It communicates, "I remembered what happened between us." When she looks at you first after something funny happens, that can be another version of this behavior. She wants to share the reaction with you specifically. The room may contain 20 people, but the joke somehow travels directly to your table. 9. Attention seeking. Attention-seeking flirting happens when she wants your reaction but does not want to ask for it directly. She may become louder or more animated when you are nearby, post something hoping you will respond, mention another man to observe your reaction, or repeatedly position herself where you are likely to notice her. Sometimes she asks for help with something she could probably handle alone. The task is only the delivery system. Your attention is the actual package. This style of flirting is usually indirect. Instead of approaching you, she creates a situation where you have a reason to approach her. However, attention-seeking is also the least reliable category because it can have many motivations. She may enjoy validation without wanting anything romantic. Jealousy tactics can also become immature or manipulative when taken too far. The healthier version creates opportunities for interaction. The unhealthy version creates confusion to keep you chasing. The difference is whether her attention eventually becomes mutual effort. Those are 9 common types of female flirting. Eye contact creates tension. Hair touching draws attention. Teasing creates playful chemistry. Texting shows effort. Leaning in reduces distance. Touch creates physical connection. Shy smiles reveal nervous attraction. Inside jokes build a private bond. And attention-seeking tries to produce a reaction. But no single category is absolute proof. Look for clusters, repetition, and whether she consistently makes interacting with you easier. Because real interest rarely appears through only one signal. It usually leaves several clues.